Now, this is not gonna be our usual video that I always do, but I just like to return to these sort of videos, alright? So, I don't like to bash about any gaming company in particular, especially Ubisoft, but let's be all honest, like, what they have been doing us for the past couple of years, and it's just astonishing and horrible in every possible way, regardless of how you look at it. Like, they think that gaming, obviously, gaming is a business for them, but we, as the customers, it's like our hobby, and we love gaming because of our passion and because we find a lot of enjoyment. And oftentimes, most of the time, gaming feels like the only way to escape where nothing really can give you that sort of a feeling. I know all gamers understand that. But what I don't understand is that how can a game company like Ubisoft go from the Splinter Cell series, the very first one like Chaos Theory and stuff like that, to making a game like the pirate game called Skull and Bones, and it's unfortunately or not, it's not even a AAA title, it's a 4A title, and we can't even swim in the water. Or was that in Star Wars Outlaws? But regardless of that, it's an open world game. Like, these are all open world games, and I think in Star Wars Outlaws that released last year around September, you can't even swim. You can't explore the open world. Like, can you imagine that? In 2024, that is like a basic need that everybody wants to do. You want to explore. Why are we playing open world games if you can't explore stuff? Like, it makes no sense. And once again, I don't want to bash Ubisoft for Assassin's Creed Shadows, but like, how? Like, think about this. You are Serbian, and they make an Assassin's Creed. Like, think about this. You are Serbian. We take GTA 4 because Niko Bellic is actually Serbian, and let's say instead of Niko Bellic being a white, typical Serbian guy, because we all know Serbians are white, it would be a black male, with some really crazy sort of background, that nobody would even believe. Would you enjoy GTA 4? Would you have the same feeling towards the game? Because I can tell you that if GTA 4's main character would be a black guy, and on top of that, if he is actually from Serbia, because I know for a fact there is no way that a Serbian guy is actually black unless your mother or anybody from the family is like that. But I would say that's like the minority, and it's like, how does that, like, I'm not a racist by any means, but like, why do you actually have to do this for the Japanese culture with Assassin's Creed Shadows? Like, what is that? It's actually like, you know what? Japan should sue Ubisoft for making a game like that. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like, this is like not even normal. It's like, why is this even happening? I know it's 2025. I'm not even sure how many people will even agree with me on that, but it's not a normal thing. And I feel like this needs to be like pointed out way more often than it is like already being pointed out nowadays, because it's just a big ass problem there that needs to be like solved regardless of how you look at it, because this is not an acceptable scenario for any of us. I don't think that the black people, like anybody, agrees with this shit, because this just doesn't fit into this. And like, how? Like no matter how you look at it, it makes no sense. And once again, I'm not a racist by any means, but this is unacceptable. Now, the only reason why some people might like Assassin's Creed Shadows is because this the female protagonist gameplay, most likely, because I don't think anybody who likes to play Assassin's Creed is gonna go out and, wow, there's this big ass black male character in Japan, with some crazy ass background, and I'm gonna love to play with him. It's like the same thing like Conquered. I don't know if Ubisoft don't want to like learn from Sony with this Conquered sort of a shitty game that, released, took them a lot of money, and in back they gained nothing. They lost everything. And they could have made at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5, but at least minimum 3 single player story based games that could have been phenomenal. But instead of doing that, they wanted to create another multiplayer shooting, looting, microtransacted sort of a game that can generate them in the long run even more money, because let's sell some let's sell some new bell passes because that's like fun, that makes the whole game more enjoyable. To just grind your ass off, for some shiny ass skin that nobody's gonna care about it as soon as the game shuts down. And I really think we should go back in time and look back, like, what the hell, like all of these companies who just really try to like push these online multiplayer based games. There are no problems with that. The problems that I have with these is that, hey, I'm gonna sell you this battle pass, and then you can have this and that skin if you grind your ass off for 30 days, at least 8 hours minimum, to get somewhere. Honestly, I'm not even surprised that a lot of people feel like there are no new games that are enjoyable and worth actually picking up, and you just rather just play all your old games, like, because you have way more fun there, and you can already smell and feel that a lot more creativity went into the old games than the new ones. Ladies and gentlemen, I think in terms of like gaming, we have hit a certain plateau where we just kind of like stagnating, and sometimes we get something good, and like we get more trash, throughout the year, or like, in the past years, and probably in the following years as well. But hopefully something is gonna change, because if this keeps happening, then nobody will be interested into gaming, and nobody will be looking at it the same way as we all used to remember and enjoy it because of how great it actually was some time before. As always, take care and have a wonderful day and night, or whenever you're watching this, and see you in the next one.